Welcome to our deep dive into the history of Islamic philosophy and science. Today, we explore a pivotal moment that marked a dramatic shift in the intellectual landscape of the Islamic world. Often referred to as the killer of philosophy, Imam Muhammad Al-Ghazali's critiques led to what some describe as the death of philosophy and science in the Islamic world. During the Islamic Golden Age, spanning the 8th to the 14th centuries, the Islamic world was a beacon of scientific and philosophical inquiry. This era saw remarkable contributions from scholars who laid the foundations of various fields of knowledge. Let's look at some notable figures from this period. Al-Kindi, 801 to 873. Known as the philosopher of the Arabs, Al-Kindi made substantial contributions to philosophy, mathematics, and medicine. His efforts were crucial in introducing Greek philosophy to the Islamic world. Al-Farabi, 872 to 950, often referred to as the second teacher after Aristotle, Al-Farabi was a prominent philosopher and scientist with influential works on political philosophy and logic. Ibn-Sina, 980 to 1037, renowned for his contributions to medicine, particularly his book The Canon of Medicine, which became a standard text for centuries. His philosophical works, especially in metaphysics, were also significant. Al-Razi, 865 to 925, a pioneering physician and chemist known for his comprehensive medical Encyclopedia Al-Hawi and various philosophical writings. The decline in scientific and philosophical endeavors in the Islamic world is often linked to Imam Muhammad Al-Ghazali, 1058 to 1111. His book Tahafut al-Falasifa, The Incoherence of the Philosophers, criticized philosophers of his time, arguing that their metaphysical views conflicted with Islamic teachings. Al-Ghazali's critiques had a profound impact, shifting the focus towards theology, kalam, and jurisprudence, often at the expense of philosophical and scientific pursuits. This led to a long hiatus in intellectual momentum. For approximately 800 years, no figures emerged with the same global impact as those from the Golden Age. The intellectual environment became more constrained, heavily focusing on religious orthodoxy and less on open scientific and philosophical exploration. It wasn't until the modern era that scholars from the Islamic world began to regain prominence on the global stage. Often, this resurgence was facilitated by their migration to the West, where they found environments more conducive to free inquiry and scientific research. Let's highlight some notable figures. Abdus, 1926 to 1996, a Pakistani physicist who won the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1979 for his contribution to electroweak unification. Aziz, 1946, a Turkish-American biochemist who won the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 2015 for his work on DNA repair. Ferid, Murad, 1936, an American pharmacologist of Iraqi descent who won the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 1998 for discovering nitric oxide as a signaling molecule. The migration of these scholars to the West underscores the importance of an environment that supports intellectual freedom. Many contemporary scholars argue that the constraints imposed by political and religious authorities in the Islamic world have limited the potential for scientific and philosophical advancements. The history of scientific and philosophical thought in the Islamic world demonstrates the critical role of freedom of thought and expression in fostering intellectual advancements. While the Islamic Golden Age was marked by a flourishing of knowledge due to a relatively open intellectual climate, the subsequent decline following Al-Ghazali's critiques highlights the negative impact of constraining intellectual freedom. Modern examples of successful scholars from the Islamic world who have thrived in the West further emphasize the importance of creating supportive environments for free inquiry. Encouraging such an environment within the Islamic world could potentially lead to a new era of scientific and philosophical achievements. If the Islamic world could revive the spirit of inquiry and intellectual freedom that marked the Golden Age and focus on fostering a culture of scientific and philosophical exploration rather than religious orthodoxy, we might witness the emergence of numerous scholars like Ibn-Sina and Al-Razi. This cultural shift could significantly impact not only the Islamic world, but global scientific and philosophical progress. Encouraging education, critical thinking, and freedom of thought is essential to this vision. For more information, please refer to the following sources. 1. Encyclopedia Britannica /www.britannica.com. 2. Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy, stanford.edu. 3. Islamic Philosophy Online, www.muslimphilosophy.com. 4. Freedom in Science in the University, link springer.com/10790115 5. Wikipedia, wikipedia.org/Sena. 6. Wikipedia at wikipedia.org/Averroes. 7. Abdus Salam, in wikipedia.org/Whitney. 8. Wikibixtesters, wish Aziz Sankar. 9. Ferid Murad, into Wikipedia.org, Ferid Murad.